This is it is over for Justin Tarface MackDaddy Trudeau. It is over. It is finished. He is done. After what, 10 years, 9 years, 9.5 years. You thick-headed Canadians have finally got it through your thick Canuck heads that just the Tarface MackDaddy Trudeau, son of Satan, is not doing you any good. After 9.5 years, I and many others telling you from 2015, this guy is not going to do anything for you. He gonna legalize weed. He's handsome. He woke. He's liberal. He's not Harper, not evil, mean Harper, no evil conservatives, and they won't let in the refugees and blah 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 and woke dude and this and that. And look at y'all today. Can't fill up your car. $20, 20 Canadian dollars doesn't even get the car to halfway. Can't afford rent, can't afford mortgages, nobody can get housing. People living in Canadians, born and raised, living in shelters, living on the street tents. You got migrants living in 5-star hotels, Royal York, Queen's Suite, Sheridan, all the Four Seasons. You Canucks sitting on the street tents, shelters, probably can't even get the shelter. Probably can't even get the street. The street's too cold, can't even get a tent. Y'all are pathetic, can't fill up the goddamn crime everywhere. The smallest Canadian towns are infested with crime. I was in Dunnville, Ontario the other day, and some fool threw a Molotov cocktail at some car, nearly burned the joint down. I mean, this everything going on. Little old ladies being pushed in the subway, all kind of craziness going on. Craziness. And y'all have finally got it through your thick heads with this election, by-election in, what was it? Toronto, St. Paul, just between downtown and Etobicoke. That's a liberal area, by the way. Toronto, St. Paul, that is no joke. That is as liberal as it gets. And even them are sick of Trudeau. They're sick of him. They got rid of him. Replaced him with a conservative. I mean, the conservative winning in Toronto, St. Paul is like a Republican in America winning in Massachusetts. It's unheard of. And the Tarface MackDaddy can't even get that. I mean, it is over. It is over. And by the way, I don't want to see Trudeau resign. I don't want to see him resign. No. The election is only, it's almost just over a year away. I don't want to see him resign. I know a lot of liberals want to see him resign. No, y'all made your bed, you got to lay in it for another year. You know, I tried to warn you. I tried. I don't want him to resign. I want to beat him. I want Pierre Poilievre to beat him. I want to give Dustin the Tarface MackDaddy Trudeau a whooping, a good hind butt whooping from Halifax to Vancouver, all the way up to the wastelands of Nunavut, Baffin Island. He would tear his backside up in the election by Pierre Poilievre and Jagmeet Singh, his lackey, his donkey, his little houseboy is also going to get it too. Because, and here's the reason why I don't want him to resign. Because if he resigns, and first of all, I don't think it's going to make any difference for the Liberals. It's over for all of them. You can put anyone you want, Christian Freeland, Mark Carney, Mark Garneau, put anyone you want, dig up Chrétien from his grave and bring him back. Bring in Wilfrid Laurier from his grave and bring him back. The Liberals are done. And I don't want the Tarface MackDaddy to come here and say, well, if y'all had kept me, I would probably have won. No, and I don't want another few years from now. I'm still a relatively young, good-looking young man. I don't want 30, 40, 50 years from now, you thick-headed Canadians bring in another Trudeau. Maybe his daughter, or his son, or whoever. The one who was I saw him, he brought his son to go watch the movie Barbie. I don't want him to, no, or his daughter, or whoever, no. Just like you thick-headed Canadians, you brought in Pierre Trudeau, Pierre the cuck, Pierre the Cock, and before he was beaten by Mulrooney, which he would have been, he resigned, and John Turner, and then Pierre said, "Hey, maybe I could have won." And Canadians said, "Hey, maybe he would have won, and maybe he's not that bad. Let's try his son." And he died 2000, big old lavish. No, I want Justin to receive the humiliation of defeat and a vicious, violent 1984 Mulrooney-style defeat. A humiliation which will never be forgotten. That's what I want him to get, and he'll never will forget. I don't think he will resign. I think he's too stupid to resign. I think he's too vain and foolish to resign. So I don't think we need to worry about that. I know you liberals want to get rid of him because you think that if he leaves, it'll be better. First of all, that's not going to happen. Christian is also going to get her butt whooped in the next election. I don't care who you bring in there. Pierre is going to whoop, and NDP is not winning anything either. Jagmeet Singh will never become prime minister in this country, ever. Jagmeet Singh will never become prime minister of this country. Jagmeet Singh is a puppet houseboy to Justin the Tar-Faced MackDaddy Trudeau. And that's why, this Toronto St. Paul's election could have gone to the NDP. They actually they own the constituency provincially. It's an NDP constituency provincially. And the NDP didn't even come close to winning. They went to the Conservatives because the Liberals are saying, hey, why would if I'm not going to vote Liberal, why the hell am I going to vote NDP? They voted for every single thing, almost every single thing that the Liberals have asked for. The NDP have had umpteen chances to get rid of the Liberals, and they've never done it. So why would we go with them? Jagmeet Singh is nothing more than a liberal orbiter. He is a liberal satellite, and that's all he ever will be. He's no Jack Layton. He's no Ed Brob. He's no, what's this one from Saskatchewan? The one who did all the what's this one? Tommy Doug. He's not Woodsworth. He's not none of them. Jagmeet Singh. Nobody will ever remember him when he's done from being the NDP leader. He'll never be one of the great NDP leaders. Never. I mean, I don't think any of them are great, but hey, at least some of them were you could respect, I would never agree with any of them, but many of them I respect. Tommy Douglas, all those guys, I could never respect. Jagmeet Singh will never be considered one of the great NDP leaders. He is a loser. He is a Trudeau houseboy, and he will never become prime minister of this country. So this is the story here. The Trudeau is finished. The Liberals are finished. The next election, which I think is going to be next year, because you see the NDP, they're not going to. The only thing keeping the Liberals in power right now is the NDP, and they're going to continue to keep them because they are Liberal satellites. So it'll be in 2025 as scheduled. When that happens, Pierre Poilievre is going to give Trudeau a whooping all over the country. He's going to whip him in Toronto. He's going to whip him in Calgary. He's going to whip him in Saskatchewan. Whip him in Vancouver. Whip him in the territories. Whip him all over the place. Trudeau is finished, and I want to see it too. Don't resign. I want to see him beaten. This is